it's been over 100 years since any one of us has ever seen anything like this. So we don't know what is to come unless we learn from the past. And as Shiva would always explain to me, the only way you can learn from is from the dead, which makes sense now that I understand his philosophy about him and being involved with the dead, phantoms and ghosts and spirits. Us being as such, of course, there's a hint giveaway. So I just want everybody in their world that watches this video to just, take a step back and reflect on what's happening and how the world is finally getting another ass whooping. And if you can't learn from an ass whooping, you're not going to be able to learn better for the future to make change. So ass whoopings are needed for humanity. I had ass whoopings growing up, living with my grandmother. She made me go get my own switch. She's caught me coming out the tub naked and whooped the shit out of me. And that's what she's supposed to do if I'm out of line. Well, now the world is out of line, and if you look at how the music industry, the film industry, and all the carbon emissions, global warming by us, that's something that we have done. Polar caps are starting to melt. This is something that I've already learned in science back in the 80s, that this was going to happen. But now it's increasing, and now we're starting to have an influx of storms that are starting to procure. And then we have these locust spreads. It's kind of sounding like the Revelations here. I mean, people are going freaking crazy, but you've got to stop freaking out. When I was on my journey into understanding about Buddhism and Vedic communities of all the text that has been written in the Vedas, I come to find out that everything that they've talked about in the past is happening today that they've already foreboded about. So again, it is sounding like a little bit like Revelations, but it is the Kali Yuga period. And it's time for another ass whooping that man has to take. It's the only way we're going to be able to learn to move forward, is to take an L. And a lot of people don't like it. And you can already see it with the Republicans dealing with the state of affairs with our political system, with this guy that's supposedly claiming to be our leader. Trust me, I come from the hood and I've seen hood leaders. I've seen leaders, and what we deal with is an embarrassment. It is an absolute travesty, and I'm not impressed or proud of it. So as we work out these social indifferences and with the civil unrest that's going on here in America, as well as across the old world, there is a big outrage. And it's happening everywhere. So just try to keep your head up. Look past the illusions and see that, hey, this is all a big show. We just have to be a part of it, and it's suffering. Now it's here, and it's evident, and people don't like it. So, again, like I said before, everything in the world has to get an ass whooping for it to learn to move forward. If it does not get its ass whipped, it's not going to learn. It's the old saying that my grandmother used to say to me: spoil the rod, or spoil the child, spare the rod, spoil the child. Excuse me. I just messed that all up. So, spare the rod, spoil the child. We are spoiled children right now. And now everybody's starting to see into everyone's lives, and now everybody's starting to lift the mask off the veil. Now we're about to see the truth. So, more videos to come. Just giving you guys a series update, and I wish you well. Everybody, peace be unto you. Shanti, shanti, shanti.